What it do, fellas? So today's video is all about she is sorry for what she did. So basically disrespecting you, yes, making you feel like you're not that man and you are that man. You do have the value. She is regretting it now. She is now feeling ways about it. So fellas, I'm going to be telling you some of the signs and how this actually starts happening and how a lot of you guys actually make yourself look weaker and not masculine running back to her even before, you get some signs. And then on top of that, y'all are just thinking, eventually I need her, so I'm going to go back to her. And no, don't do that because a lot of these feelings are inside. And I'm about to get into the details, so give this video a huge thumbs up. And fellas, if y'all don't know, there is a Christmas sale going on. Happy holidays, it's all coming up. Make sure you click the link down below for consultations. They're available and they start at 15 minutes. Go all the way until an hour, and there is bundle deals available. And remember, consultations could be about anything y'all want to talk about. Could be goals that you guys have for yourself, or it could be right back to her. If you have things going on with her, y'all want to discuss that, let's talk about it during consultation. All right, so let's get into this. Oh man, she is so sorry for what she did. She never wanted it to be like this for herself. Now, here's the thing. I say for herself because a lot of times females are starting to feel bad. So it goes from feeling like the victim, right? When she's around you, when she's making you feel like, oh yeah, you're doing the bad stuff. You're the reason why I feel this way. And then now when you guys start applying space, now you guys start pulling away. And there's other things I'm going to get into in a second. But when you guys start doing these things, also, of course, showing your masculine, calling her out or not letting her talk back to you, all those things too, right? I'm just giving you guys a whole lot of stuff right now. But when you guys are all doing these things, you have a woman go from playing the victim, the whole, all this, all guys can do this. Yep. She could also get it to that level too, where she's making you now feel less than a man. Oh, I can replace you. Oh, she gets disrespectful too. But now when you guys do the right things, when now making her get into her feelings, she has to go from being the victim to now reaching out or doing, let's say it like this, something that's going to go against her ego and pride. So, no contact, y'all should be very much familiar with that. When you do something such as no contact and what happens afterwards, she starts reaching and no contact works. Right? After you do the full extent, I always tell you guys that it's very important that you're not half-assing, no contact. There's no doing that. But when you now do no contact, those things is when you pop up to show that now, oh, all the time I've been taking it from you, but I'm not going to take it no more. So really, a lot of times females are not feeling bad. They're not caring. They're really using their ego and their pride to their advantage with you because none of what y'all needed to be applying has been applied. And now the most important thing is, has it been applied consistently to the point where she knows the message is clear that, oh, I'm not going to feel bad for you, if anything. So you see how it turns like that? Where also you guys don't have to feel bad. A lot of times before, a lot of y'all fellas were feeling bad for her. And fellas, if you want to know what she wants you to do to her though, in the bedroom, in the sheets, we do have Patreon videos available, and we do talk about it all. It gets real raw there, and it can't be on YouTube, sorry y'all. And there is reaction videos available, so do check out that link. It is down below. But let me get back into the topic of, oh, you did what you gotta do when you're far apart from her. She now hates, now I'm talking about the space, she now hates the idea that she has to, be submissive. But then when it gets to the submissing and she starts listening to you, oh, it changes later on. So basically in the process of, oh, she is feeling bad, she is hurting a little bit, maybe for herself, she does have to go against her ego and pride at the end when no contact works. Because ultimately, most times some females don't want to have to be the one to reach out. Most times they want it to be easier for her when it comes down to you. Why do I have to say something to you? You're the one that always wanted me. So reality changes when she now has to start also valuing you. Maybe for a long time she didn't value you at all. But now, because the space is given and she is now feeling ways, she is now feeling bad. And once again, it's because you guys allowed her to. Now you see it actually coming true, right? It's coming to life where she breaks no contact. That is just one example already. But let's just talk about how you guys do make this really work out for yourself when you go ahead and give that space and go ahead and show your masculine. So now when there was the time, look at it like this, the time when she loved you the most, when she had the most interest, she was the most about you, that was probably the time y'all gave her more space. That was probably the time where y'all were more masculine. So I tell y'all, y'all, a lot of times, ask yourself, what is your most strength? What is the strongest thing about you? What is the times, and this is how you have to look at it as well. What is the times, when are the times females are looking at you or females are giving you more attention? Where are you at? How is it happening? So you realize you as a man, you recognize, oh man, this is what makes me probably the most attractive. This is what a woman that likes me the most would want me to keep doing. So a lot of times when you go ahead and give space, that's just one example, right? You give space for so long with her, and this is where you're going to show strength because maybe this time you're fully just thinking about work. You're all into your work, right? Sometimes it happens like that where some guys don't want to even be talking to no girls. Remember, this is just one example. Keep following. So she has to now understand you don't even want her. She also now has to get to the feeling bad because you're not even going to probably talk to her. It should be you don't talk to her at all, right? Back to fully doing no contact if that's your case now. So now she gets into her feels. And then it gets into, well, only a matter of time. In her head, she's thinking only a matter of time of you talking to me. You reaching out, right? This is where I also say with anything that you're doing, even if it's blocking, something I don't recommend y'all to do, make sure you're consistent with it. So it's like keeping it that way. So she's thinking, though, you're still going to go ahead and speak to her. You're still going to break no contact. But then when the humbling has to happen, but then when the space is in, that's where the feelings really, really kick in. So now back to how I tell y'all all the time, do not put a time period on none of this stuff. You cannot put a time period on it because she's really putting a time period on you. She's thinking only a matter of time you'll be back, wrapped around her fingers, doing whatever it is that she wants. Also look at it like this. How long have you went without talking to her? Maybe it's been a long time, but she still has the idea of, the cycle for you will still end up being talking to me at the end. So a lot of y'all fellas have a lot to do, really, to show that you're not that type of man no more. And fellas, if you really want to feel like that man, you got it going on. Don't forget about audio affirmations. The link is down below. You play it while you're sleeping. It works while you're sleeping, and it boosts your confidence. And you can repeat after the affirmations as well while you're trying to sleep. And remember, you want to feel fully boosted where you're so confident and masculine and so in tune with your nature. No woman can change you. No woman can shift you. So you can have that all going on with that part of your routine. Make sure you click that link. It is down below. So right back into how you now show all of your strength, your masculine side. You're not about her and she gets into her feels. You do this for a long time if it means it's for a long time. So the whole idea is that because you as a man, now you're the man, now you're masculine, now you're giving space when you're supposed to. If it's space, that's the main thing for this video, I guess you could say. There's other things y'all could be doing, don't forget as well. But if it's now that you are doing what you got to do, and we're talking right back to space, why do you guys think that you can't keep doing it longer and longer and have it work? Sometimes y'all also get signs from her. Y'all also get, she might go and unfollow you and then follow you again. That's a whole lot going on right there. Let me just tell you something real quick with that. Women want you to react, right? Women want you to give them attention. So when she's doing these things, she does do it for a reason. She could say she doesn't really care. She could say, well, I don't really want him at the end. But she's still giving energy towards you. She's still trying to get a reaction out of you. So bottom line is this is the type of stuff that y'all don't feed. Y'all still pull away. You still show you're masculine. And you now have this woman have to, and this is how you could also look at it, get into her feelings. Now she's in tuned in her feelings, into her feelings. Now she's emotional. Now she's really emotional by nature. And that's all down to what? Because you stopped giving her the, I'm going to be here running back, money, making it up. Why do you have to make it up? So a lot of times y'all don't even let a woman feel bad because your actions is still being a simp to her. It could also be when you get back into her life. I'm sorry to say it like this, but when you get back into her life, you're still, I'm sorry to say it like this, a simp to her. So eventually she knows you're going to get back into the habits of showing that, you love her and you're willing to do whatever. And so really a lot of times when y'all change that whole idea, now you're dating her again, now you're dealing with her, and now the other things can't slide like before, she gets in her feels. She gets upset. She doesn't like it. And now she might question you and stuff like that. But the way y'all have to look at it is in that she doesn't deserve no explanation. And she's going to stay in her feelings and upset about it until she decides to maybe bring it up, until time passes by. But however, on your part, fellas, being the smart guy, not giving what women want, giving them what they say they want, but they don't really want, right? When you're doing the right thing, you're still going to make sure you're pulling away. You're still not going to be feeding that energy that she's giving you that's going to end up having you at the end. Oh, wow, have this girl now have the upper hand and not feel bad. Now look at you like, oh, I got him. You know, so never be that guy, fellas. And that is it for this video. I'll definitely go ahead and talk about this topic in the future. Keep requesting, ask for the part 2s. Give this video a big thumbs up if you still haven't. And I know y'all don't forget, we do have that Christmas sale going on. Do not miss it. The link is down below. It's for consultations, fellas. And don't forget about Patreon. Whole lot of videos y'all will never see on here. Y'all see me in my next video. Bye, y'all.